Well, tonight was especially important for a number of candidates on the stage during the debate. One of them, Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard, made it count. She became the top trending candidate on Google. Congresswoman Gabbard joins me now. Thanks so much for being with us. How did you feel it went for you tonight?
It was a good opportunity to have that platform to be able to address a lot of the major issues that we face. There's never quite enough time to get into these issues, but nonetheless, I think we were able to cover a lot.
I want to play an exchange you had with Kamala Harris,
Sure.
Which obviously got a huge amount of attention. Let's watch.
I want to bring the conversation back to the broken criminal justice system that is disproportionately negatively impacting Black and brown people all across this country today. Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place. That impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Senator Harris, your response.
As the elected Attorney General of California, I did the work of significantly reforming the criminal justice system of a state of 40 million people, which became a national model for the work that needs to be done. And I am proud of that work. And I am proud of making a decision to not just give fancy speeches or be in a legislative body and give speeches on the floor, but actually doing the work of being in the position to use the power that I had to reform a system that is badly in need of reform.
How did you feel that went?
She never answered the question. She never addressed the issues that I brought up. And these are examples that have been widely reported and documented. I think the people deserve answers, given she said tonight a few times how proud she is of her record. Yet there are too many people in California who have directly suffered, families who've been torn apart, people who have individually been harmed because of the decisions that she made as Attorney General.
You clearly, your team had done your research and had facts down. Was your plan always to focus on her, or did you have other plans to focus on other people if the opportunities came up?
No, I didn't come into this with that kind of tactical strategy. Obviously, we're aware of the different positions that other candidates have taken, and given the opportunity, discussing this incredibly important issue of criminal justice reform, one where now there is bipartisan support to actually bring about the kind of change that we need to see. People like Kamala Harris need to be held accountable for their record, not for something that she said or did 50 years ago. This is something that she did in her last job before she was elected as a U.S. Senator.
In terms of health care, where are you on the spectrum of,
We've been hearing a lot about that.
Yes, Medicare for all, or improve Obamacare.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Well, first, let me just say our objective has to and must be making sure that no person, no American who is sick in this country should go without care because they can't afford it. That's why I have been and continue to be a supporter for Medicare for all that would guarantee that health care, that quality health care for every single American in this country. I also believe, like every other developed country in the world that has universal health care, that there is a role for private insurance to play for those who want it.